Right now, hospitals are full all around Wisconsin, the consistent trend at the 2 trauma centers in the state.
Plus, an overnight city council meeting making a big decision on body cameras for Madison police.
It is time to develop a game plan. I'm tracking a possible weekend winter storm that's prompted adding alert days to the forecast.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm Leah Lynchine. 2 years into the pandemic, and hospitals across Wisconsin say they're at capacity as COVID patients crowd their rooms.
During a virtual roundtable yesterday, Eric Conley, president of Milwaukee's only Level 1 trauma center, expressed some concern. Froedtert Hospital has hit capacity, and most of its COVID patients have a common trend. They're unvaccinated. The only other Level 1 trauma center in the state is here in Madison at UW Health. Chief Quality Officer Dr. Jeff Pothoff says that he's seeing a similar trend when it comes to ICU beds.
So we're really full. During the pandemic, we would have times where we were full. It might be a few hours. We could get people to fit. Now it's not all COVID patients, it's other patients, but there's times where many hours go by before the right ICU bed opens up, which leaves these other hospitals who are trying to transfer patients to big hospitals like UW or Froedtert or even Northwestern or the Mayo Clinic in a bit of a lurch as they wait for a bed to open up.
So DHS hasn't updated its COVID data since last week when Wisconsin was seeing a 7-day average of 3,500 cases a day. Nearly 60% of the state's population this morning has received at least 1 dose of the vaccine.
New this morning, the city of Madison moving closer to adding body cameras for its police officers. A resolution was introduced during a pretty long city council meeting last night. It introduces a pilot program that would put cameras on officers only in the North District. The city is looking to budget the program at right around $80,000. A vote on the resolution could happen sometime in January.
To your certified most accurate forecast in Madison now, Chris Reese, tracking that weekend winter storm. Hey, Chris.
60. That's how many hours we have before our next big winter storm system moves into the picture for us. And at that point, that means we are 2 to 3 days away, and it's time to start developing that game plan for whatever may start to arrive for the weekend. I've put alert days in the forecast, Friday night into Saturday. My thinking right now, accumulating snow is going to be likely to our north. For southern Wisconsin, I'm talking rain, a mix, and some snow coming our way. So the entire mixed bag. I want to go ahead and take a moment and break down how I expect this system to play out. I like this model and what it's showing. This is Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon. Keep in mind, schools let out at 3:37. So by 3:30 in the afternoon, we're going to start to talk about teenagers on the road. We're starting that evening commute as well, and the system is going to be moving into the picture. Now for Madison, I'm expecting rain, but you work your way up towards Baraboo, perhaps a little bit of a mix. Further north of that, that's where things are going to be all snow throughout the entire duration of the event. This is now 12:30 in the morning, so midnight into Saturday. Still rain for southeast Wisconsin. Snow has continued in the north and west. We're starting to see more of that pink. Sleet and freezing rain are starting to get into the mix. Now we're at 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We've transitioned things over to all snow for most of southern Wisconsin, and we will see a couple hours of some steady deformation band snow. That deformation band simply means the back end of that system where we get this thumping of snow that's really quick before things start to wrap up by the later part of the morning. That being said, the areas where 6 inches of snow or more are higher, that's where you have your winter storm watches from Friday and into Saturday. If you are in these areas shaded in the blue, which I expect more of those to come, it's time to start considering that checklist. Is your shovel set and good to go? Is the snowblower good to go? And do you have the things you need for your home and your car? That being said, eastern Wisconsin, we're seeing a couple of flurries out there this morning. We're going to be clearing things out on the backside, but then another system is already set and ready to come our way. That's going to impact you tomorrow. 19 degrees headed out the door right now. 25 in Janesville, 15 in the Dells. We put FUTURETRACK into motion. We'll warm up towards 28 today. Overnight tonight, we're down into the teens again. Here's our light snow into early tomorrow, but notice how we start to get that mix on the backside of things, and then ultimately we'll start to warm up above the freezing point. 37 is your expected high for tomorrow. 36 though on Friday, and 32 on Saturday. You see those alert days, guys. When we come back, we're going to start talking probability of who sees how much snow That's only about 10 minutes away.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Chris. 6:04 now. The Rock County Medical Examiner has released the name of a man who died in a fire at a Beloit pool hall this weekend. They say that he's a 69-year-old Sherman Van Antwerp. This fire happened Sunday at the Karam Room. The cause of the fire and Van Antwerp's death remain under investigation.
Also in Rock County, the Sheriff's Office is citing 13 businesses claiming employees were selling alcohol to underage buyers. During the county's alcohol compliance check, underage adults supervised by deputies enter a business and then try to buy alcohol. The checks were conducted at 19 businesses in that county. Only 6 passed. 6:05 now. With the holiday season underway, it can be easy to get overwhelmed with gift giving, Christmas parties, and more.
McKenna Alexander joining us this morning to share some ways to manage all the stress you may be feeling during the holidays. Hey, McKenna.
Yeah, good morning, Chris, Leah. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health, 64% of people who struggle with mental health report the holidays make conditions worse. Counselors say this time of year, the biggest things people need to watch out for are overindulgences in food and alcohol. That overindulgence can also come in the form of overcommitment, something Dr. Carrie Brown says is common with the amount of social invites during the holidays.
You know, it's important for all of us to connect with other people. It certainly helps with boosting your mood around the holidays or any time. But you have to just be careful not to overschedule, overcommit, just finding a good balance.
Dr. Brown says because of COVID, there's also a tendency that people want to make up for lost time, whether that includes more social gatherings, more food, or more alcohol. She suggests having a plan in place to limit yourself is the best way to reduce that temptation. Now, Dr. Brown adds, feeling stressed or down during the holidays is normal, but if you're having negative feelings that are lasting after the holidays have passed, getting help from a professional is always a good idea.
The holidays are supposed to be a joyous, fun time, and we shouldn't be overburdening ourselves. But to know where that limit is, I think that's key.
Absolutely. All right, McKenna, thank you very much for that advice.
All right, here in Wisconsin, an aging population also means an aging prison population. Caring for older prisoners will take a higher priority starting in 2022 with a brand new facility in Oregon. The 65 short and long-term beds at the assisted needs facility has been years in the making. Funding was first approved back during the Walker administration. It's been in planning since 2017. It includes 15 beds for short-term care and 50 beds for long-term assisted living. The whole thing costs about $7 million and is designed to complement other parts of the DOC health system.
We are continuing our Call for Action Week this morning with a success story and a lesson for anyone looking to get some home improvement work done. When we got 2 call for action submissions on a Madison fencing company within the same week, we got involved. We first talked to Annalise Cannon out of Cambridge. She has 2 dogs and a baby on the way. A new fence, high priority for her high-energy dogs. So they paid $5,000 as a deposit to Ideal Fence of Madison. That was 8 months ago, and as you can see here, still no fence.
It really hurts, especially with a new baby on the way, and all that money is tied up in this company, so we can't, go to another place.
Annalise isn't the only one out a lot of money. There are roughly a dozen small claims lawsuits against the company in online court records. We tracked down the owner of the company, Scott Bronson, and he says he has a reason for all of that unfinished work. We're going to hear from him in our next half hour. And then coming up tomorrow morning, an answer to this call for action, along with some words of advice before you book your next home improvement project with any contractors. And a quick reminder, as we continue to highlight our Call for Action team, we would love for you to join us. Here's how you can become a volunteer. Call that toll-free number on your screen or head on over to channel3000.com.
Coming up, the 22nd ranked Badger men's basketball team back at the Kohl Center tonight. A little preview into that and the rest of the week for the team.
And I'm Josh Ryder in the 608. Just ahead, we're checking out a local recreational trail to show you how one artist's work is inspiring positivity.
Stoughton Health has 3 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have clinics in Oregon, Stoughton, and McFarland with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
McGann Furniture in Baraboo has a question for you. Have you ever bought a piece of furniture in a box and then had to put it together yourself? We know it's not fun. At McGann's, everything is professionally inspected and assembled before pickup or delivery. Goodbye headaches. And there's no extra charge for assembly. And remember, at McGann's, we don't inflate prices only to mark them down for a sale. Stop in soon and discover the difference. You'll be glad you did. McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo.
Even the smallest surprise can make a big memory worthy of passing on. Kinder Joy, treat plus new holiday toys. A little surprise goes a long way. Psst, psst.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily stops your body from overreacting to allergens all season long. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good.
Introducing Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. New luxury apartments for seniors 55 plus. Professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
We can't all be morning people, but we can all eat McDonald's for breakfast.
Enjoy a savory bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and pair it with a $1 any size Dr. Pepper.
There's been much debate about the Mona Lisa smile. Would it have been bigger and brighter if she'd had good dental care? Maybe if Physicians Mutual Insurance Company had been around back then, it'd be a different story. She could have gone to the dentist more, knowing she'd have help paying the bills. And those regular checkups might have found early signs of tooth decay or gum disease, costly problems that could keep anyone from smiling. Physicians Mutual offers affordable coverage that can help pay for cleanings and unexpected or expensive procedures you might need, like crowns or dentures. This is real dental insurance, not just a discount plan or for checkups only. There are no deductibles, and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Call or go online today for a free information kit from Physicians Mutual. Get the dental care you need to help you stay healthy. For your free information kit with all the details, call us now or go to sendinfokit.com.
The acid reflux felt like just the worst burning in your throat that you can imagine. It's almost like a fire in your throat. The LINX procedure was one of the best decisions I have made. It has changed my life, and the burning is gone.
You're watching News 3 Now This Morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
We're in the 608 this morning as an area community is inspiring others through natural art.
Yeah, Josh Breider's here now. The story out of my neck of the woods. You know I love it.
Yes, yeah, every time we go down there, right? In all 4 counties, that's what I always say.
Leah claims them all.
What can I say? It's getting bigger.
Yes, it really is. It's like pretty much, it's going to be the entire 608.
Southern Wisconsin at this point.
It really is. Well, great story, guys, out of Platteville this morning. If you're out and about exploring near the Platteville River, you may come across some unique visual happenings.
People here really appreciate it. Every year, our volunteer organization beautifies the trail, keeps it clean, mows it, maintains gardens, and it's a partnership with the city and with local donors. We do trail surveys, and we've seen our usership of the trail users go up.
That was Bob Hundhausen there. He's the president of the Platteville Community Arboretum, which recently installed 4 pieces of natural art along the David Caney Roundtree Branch Trail. PCA is the organization that maintains the 3-mile paved and lit trail. It's located along the river in Platteville and connects to the bicycle trail in Belmont. I'm told it took about a year of planning for the engagement process, including the support of local nonprofit Inspiring Community, Inc.
Just helps bring people together and gets them to appreciate their environment and their community. So it helps people, you know, as they're walking or running or whatever they may be doing, it just provides some interest for them and something to look at. And with the change of the seasons, everything looks a little bit different.
So they intentionally chose this natural art created from materials from the trail, an art that someday will return to the trail as it disintegrates. The artist is Bill Mitchell of Lancaster, and ahead in our next half hour, we're going to meet Bill and learn a little bit more about his story and the mission of inspiring positivity in the Grant County area. I think my favorite part, guys, is it is natural. So one day when it does fall back to the ground, that's where it was to begin with. So they're not going to be, you know, putting anything in that area that wasn't already there.
Yeah, those Those hanging rocks, the rocks hanging from the tree
Isn't
branches.
it cool? And it's cool because I know you have walked along that trail before, but you just kind of walk along, and then there it is, and it's just so picturesque. You can't help but stop and look. It's also kind of cool too. They have these like little frames.
I saw that in your video.
That's where you can get the viewpoint. So it has the details on there, but if you kind of sit back, you can see like the rock formation through it. It is so cool. I definitely recommend checking it out.
We take a walk down that trail every time we're in Platteville, which is pretty frequently, honestly. Like I said earlier, it goes right behind the bar and restaurant where Levi used to work, so we always take a break after dinner and take a little walk down there. I haven't seen this artwork yet, though.
Yes, it was a nice little walk, though. It was really cold that morning, if you couldn't tell through the interviews, so maybe dress warm, but I definitely recommend it. It was super cool.
Yeah, you can tell they put a lot of thought and attention to detail into it whenever they put that all together. It looks great.
Yeah, Bill Mitchell, the artist, incredible. We'll have more on him coming up here in about 30 minutes.
Looking forward to it.
You bet.
Thanks, Josh. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him at in the608@WISC-TV.com.
6:15 now. Let's turn it over to Chris Reese, the firstborn weather, Madison's certified most accurate. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, the big story is the alert day that we have in the forecast. It's going to be Friday night into Saturday morning. Now, you see 4 counties here that are shaded in the blue. This is where we have winter storm watches already. But the reality is, I expect at least some additional northern counties to be added to that, likely into the afternoon. It's just all about how things continue to trend. Still, the greatest snow is going to be north of Madison throughout central parts of Wisconsin. That being said, let's look at the probability of seeing at least 2 inches of snow. By the way, this only goes through Friday night. This does not account for what we will see on Saturday as well. And for southern Wisconsin, my expectation is that most of our snow actually falls Saturday morning. That being said, you see that 40, 50, 60% probability really kind of working through northwestern parts of Dane County, including the city of Madison, for 2 inches of snow. Once you start to get to that 50, 60% probability, you have a good shot at seeing about 2 inches of snow. So an inch or 2 is going to be possible for us in Madison. Further towards the north and west, that's where that probability gets greater for at least 4 inches of snow. You work your way up towards the Dells, Baraboo, Portage, Poinette. You start to see a greater probability of at least 4 inches of snow, and then it becomes 6 inches of snow. That's further towards the north and west, and that is where we have our winter storm watches as of now. We're talking Juneau and Adams counties, parts of Westfield and Marquette and Green Lake counties as well, when it comes to where we see those better chances of seeing at least 6 inches of snow. Here's the bottom line. We are going to see a winter storm impact the state this weekend. It is likely. The heaviest snow will likely fall north of Madison as well, but there's still time for changes. We are 60 hours away. That's 2.5 days, and the storm system in question is still offshore. It's not even on the United States mainland yet, so we will likely see some shifting in that data. We do have that one fatal crash that is up by the Dell, so that is creating some issues on I-94 as you start to work your way northbound, I-90 northbound as well. And then the rest of the area, we are all smooth with no major incidents this morning.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you much. 6:17 now. Former death row inmate Scott Peterson is set to be resentenced to life in prison without parole today. It's for the 2002 death of his wife, Lacey, and unborn son. The California Supreme Court overturned his death sentence on appeal last year, but kept his murder conviction in place. The court found potential jurors were dismissed because they expressed general objections to the death penalty on a questionnaire. The same judge who will resentence him will also consider retiring the case next year. Peterson, who maintains that he is innocent, claims a juror lied in order to get chosen for the jury. A hearing on the juror misconduct claim is scheduled for February.
Here in Madison, at least 12 video game testers at the city's largest video game studio have been laid off in the past week. The employees are contractors at Raven Studios, owned by Activision. They've worked on some pretty big games, too, like Call of Duty. We spoke with several employees who confirmed the accounts of those layoffs and say more could be coming. They've been told by management it has nothing to do with performance. It's part of a consolidation. Several of these workers, though, just moved to Madison for the job, one within the last week.
My best testers are also being let go. Testers that I honestly wouldn't trade 10 other testers for. They've also got years of experience, one of which has been with the company for, God, I think it's like 5+ years, and they were just let go without cause, without a reason.
On Monday, the Cap Times reported 45 workers participated in a walkout. And according to the Washington Post, that's the third recent Activision walkout. Employees say this all highlights ongoing complaints about worker conditions in that industry.
The 22nd ranked Badger men's basketball team is set to take on the Indiana Hoosiers at home tonight. This is the early window of Big Ten Conference play. Wisconsin will take on 21st seeded Ohio State on Saturday in Ohio. Badgers undefeated when star guard Johnny Davis suits up. Indiana 7-1 on the season. Tip-off for tonight scheduled for 6 o'clock on the Big Ten Network.
Motown Philly is reportedly getting the movie musical treatment. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Amazon Studios teaming up with 2 others for a coming-to-age film based on the music from Boyz II Men. The movie Brotherly will follow a group of friends as they return to their hometown of West Philadelphia for their 20th high school reunion. Pretty neat.
I listened to a lot of Boyz II Men, believe it or not.
Did you?
I'm not kidding. When I was in like 7th grade, back in the early to mid 90s, I wore that CD out.
Can you break some moves?
Oh, and I can't. They're good songs.
Yeah, classics.
Good songs. I'll have to check this out.
Impressive. 6:20 now. After the break, we take a look at what Oreos has cooking up for Santa this Christmas, and a hint, it's not cookies.
And in our next half hour, a local school district making some big strides to go green. And it's all starting in the classroom. Stay with us.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
After we backed that bus out of its stall and started driving, I just loved it. We really get a chance to get to know each other. Almost everyone has a different story about how they came to bus driving. So you really end up feeling like you're part of a family.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Belly pooch. Muffin top. Back fat. Sound familiar?
Stubborn fat is not your fault. We can help you here at Sonobello by permanently removing that stubborn body fat.
It's not just about inches lost, it's about changing people's lives and giving them the confidence they deserve to have.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist with board-certified surgeons who are dedicated to transforming lives with permanent fat removal in just one visit.
We're the leading experts because we are passionate about what we do. Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it.
At Sonobello, we're here to help you reach your goals so that you can live your life to the fullest.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation now and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-740-3917 or go to sonobello.com.
Grass looks great, Zeus. Hey, could you maybe trim the hydrangea too?
Sure thing, Kevin. You want me to do the boxwoods as well?
No. Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Hey, Medusa, let's boogie.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
We're here at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, looking back at some of today's amazing plays.
Check it out, the old double play. 2 machines at once.
I'm not even sure that's allowed. And how about this celebration?
Man, these guys are on form. And an incredible drink delivery. Whoa! What a great recovery.
Yeah, and that beer looks pretty delicious.
It sure does. Let's join them.
Heck yeah.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The Princeton Club is excited to bring words of inspiration. So I invite you to come join us and live inspired, building back the health that you want.
I choose to succeed, rebuild,
overcome,
perseverance,
conquer.
I can. I chose the word believe. We bring members together from all over the community, and the one thing they all have in common is that they believe that what they're doing today will make tomorrow better.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
All right, Christy Lee Thiel sharing a very nice photo with us this morning of her morning. Look at that, got a little rainbow in front of some orange sky there.
Just a beaut. Look, a little patriotic as well.
I know, nice flag there in the shot. Chris, can you tell what's going on in this photo?
A rainbow.
I think it's a rainbow. I'm not a meteorologist, but I think they call that a rainbow.
That's what's happening.
There's some weather happening here. You like it when I say that. There's some weather out there, Chris. Yep, there's always weather, Chris.
That's one of my favorite statements.
She's pretty.
Thanks for sharing your morning with us, Christy. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning, and your picture could wind up on the air like Christy's did.
Okay, so this Christmas, instead of leaving Santa some milk for his cookies, why don't you try pairing them with a bottle of wine?
So this is kind of cool. Oreo teaming up with Barefoot Wine for a limited edition release this week. The red wine features some notes of chocolate, cookie, and cream flavors.
Ooh.
It'll be available for about $25 a bottle. It'll come with a package of Oreo Think cookies, too.
Are you a wine person, Chris Rice?
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
it's cracking me up. Some notes of chocolate.
Very classy.
Some notes of cream.
Classy description here.
It really is. It's one of those, the price just went up $50 because you used notes in the description.
I'm pretty sure $25 for a bottle of wine is a little high for me.
Hey, but you get a thing of Oreos, too, with it.
That's true.
And some cool packaging.
Yeah, and
How
Barefoot.
big a thing of Oreos?
I don't think like a regular $4
mini
pack of
size or-
Oreos.
oh, okay.
The thin Oreos looks like. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sign me
So
up.
you
I'll
go-
play Santa for this.
But we've all decided that if we had this, we would dip the cookie
Oreos in the wine. That must be tried.
Yeah, that's got to taste good.
If you weren't willing to try that, I feel like that's a red flag.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
if
not
you're an
normally a
Oreo
wine person, but that might, that sounds good.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
All right,
Bus
Chris
stop
Reese.
forecast.
Bus
We
stop
ready for
forecast,
that?
yeah.
Here's what happens as you begin to head out the door today, folks. We are going to actually see more sunshine moving into the picture this afternoon. We are going up to 28 for your actual forecast high. Teens at pickup time, upper 20s by the time the bus drops you off later on. But from there, we start to look towards the weekend and our chances for some snow. We'll actually see a little chance for some snow tomorrow. That'll generally bring less than an inch. Then our weekend system moves our way, and by midnight, you see most of that snow is to the north, but then we add on top of that into Saturday morning, and that's where we're talking 6 to 10 inches in northern and central Wisconsin, 1 to 2 inches for us here in Madison.
Okay, stay with us, folks. We'll be back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
The holidays can be so stressful. So give the gift of wellness. Buy $100 in Massage Envy gift cards and receive a free $20 promo card. Keep your body working.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And when we first released Plexiderm, our mission was to help people reduce the appearance of their wrinkles and under eye bags in minutes with a simple serum. After 2 years of reading thousands of reviews, I realized Plexiderm changes people on the inside. It improves their lives dramatically.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. That was me a couple of years ago when I first tried Plexiderm. I think it just exuded this confidence. Really, there are no other options. Plexiderm is the only thing that works. It was life-changing. It was the best decision I ever made. Still using it.
The Plexiderm effect is more than shrinking under eye bags from view. It's more than getting rid of the appearance of crow's feet. It's more than saying goodbye to the look of those 11 lines between your eyes. The real effect of Plexiderm is self-confidence. It's celebrating this holiday season with friends and family, knowing that you look and feel your best. So join us in 2021 and take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and look in the mirror and say, wow, I feel great.
I'm Neela. I'm 60
61 years old. I'm a personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside.
Take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and see real results, guaranteed. Try it for only $14.95 this holiday season at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Chicken, beef, roasted garlic, sauteed onion. With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon. Don't just make it better.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Winter storm watches are out for parts of the state. We're going to break down that latest weekend forecast.
Also, bringing the energy, how a couple of local science teachers are getting kids to think differently.
And Call for Action Week continues. Why you should think twice before booking a contractor for that home improvement work.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Linscheid. We start this morning with breaking news. One person is dead, 3 others injured, one seriously after a car crash overnight.
This happened just before 9 p.m. on I-90 westbound in Sauk County, right by the Wisconsin Dells. As of right now, the road is still closed for the investigation. The crash involved a car and a couple of semis. One semi driver is battling life-threatening injuries. Wisconsin Department of Transportation not releasing yet the name of the 61-year-old car passenger who was killed in the crash.
As we learn more, we will push those updates through our Channel 3000 mobile app. To our other top headlines this morning, despite the cold weather, a handful of people are still living at the homeless encampment at Rindell Park.
This is even though Monday was the deadline to close the site. Tomorrow, the city will start removing everything left behind. The city says they're offering housing options to everyone who's been staying there. But people living there are still waiting to find out where they can go.
If there's housing, I will go. But other than that, I'm staying right here.
City officials say 27 people have been moved into the newly built Dairy Drive shelter, and only 3 spots remain. 34 people are staying at city-funded hotels, and there are still a few of those spots open.
Governor Evers says $14 million in federal grants are going to support the state's movie theaters, summer camps, and minor league sports teams. The money is part of a $140 million investment in the tourism industry, a plan funded by the Federal American Rescue Act. The governor laid out the details yesterday while in Antigo. Here's a look at where all that money is going to go. $10 million will be devoted to helping out movie theaters. $1.8 million will go to 37 different summer camps. Another $2.8 million will go to 17 minor league teams across Wisconsin. That includes the Madison Mallards and Forward Madison FC. The goal of all of this, to help those industries bounce back from COVID-19.
All right, let's get a check of your certified most accurate forecast in Madison. Chris Reese, we have a couple of alert days now in the forecast.
Yeah, you don't need a shovel today, but that's something that could be changing by the time we get to the weekend for maybe not all of us, but at least many of us by Friday night into Saturday. Today it's sunglasses. It's also, though, a jacket and coat type day. Here we are, 19 degrees in Madison right now. Same for Juneau, 15 in Wautoma and the Dells, 13 for Lone Rock, Boscobel, and Viroqua. It is 7 in Camp Douglas for us this morning. Monroe, good morning to you guys, waking up at 21. Now, the reality is this all feels a lot better than yesterday, if you were stepping out at this time. Yesterday, we had a lot of temperatures in the single digits, so now many of us are 10 to even as much as 20 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. We still have a little bit of cloud cover in play in Madison, but I promise we get rid of that cloud cover going throughout today. We'll see some sunshine this afternoon. That cloud cover is from some lingering snow showers right along that lake shore, extending back towards Madison, but it will move out. Back towards the north and west, this will move in for tomorrow. It's another clipper system that'll bring another chance for some lighter snow. So here's our sunshine this afternoon. 28 is your forecast high. Cloud cover, it starts to work its way into the picture overnight. This is tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning. We'll start to see some of those lighter snow showers moving into the picture. This is not a big deal at all, but keep in mind the ground's going to be frozen, so anything sticks. Anything can create slick spots. Give yourself a little extra time for tomorrow morning. By 9:30, we'll start to warm up the mid-levels of the atmosphere while the ground is still frozen. That'll transition things over to a period of some sleet and freezing rain. Then that lifts northeastward. Will warm things up towards 37 into the afternoon. But watch what starts to move in towards early Friday morning. Yep, it is the weekend system that we are watching. Already winter storm watches in effect for areas to our north and west for Friday into Saturday. I expect this storm to really begin to impact folks from Friday afternoon all the way into Saturday morning, where it ends as a little bit of light snow for pretty much all of us. It's accumulating snow for a good chunk of the state of Wisconsin, if not all of us. Many of us will see accumulating snow. Some of us see several inches, potentially up to double digits when it comes to those snowfall totals. So if you have any plans that are going to take you anywhere throughout the state, Friday into Saturday, I need you to pay very close attention to the forecast. You can download the Channel 3000 weather app. I'm getting ready to post updates to that app, and the team as a whole will continue to do that all day and all day tomorrow as well.
Yeah, and keep tuning in every morning because it's going to continue to change.
Between now and Friday, I expect several changes in the next 48 hours.
Chris Reese, thank you very much. You heard Chris. You can track this storm throughout the weekend. Stay on top of the weather by downloading that Channel 3000 weather app. Here's what it looks like. Do a search for Channel 3000 weather in your app store. New charges this morning filed against the Waukesha parade suspect in a different case. Darrell Brooks facing those new charges after an incident in early November when he allegedly ran over the mother of his child. That happened just 3 weeks before the parade. The woman provided new information to officers recently, leading to these new charges. They include felony intimidating a victim and intimidating a witness.
A couple of Oregon science teachers are being recognized for their work in the classroom. In this week's Eye on Education, how they're getting kids to rethink how energy works.
Heating is an action.
When you think back to 8th grade science,
it's going to take a couple minutes.
It was all about the experiments.
We can do it hands-on, and I like to learn like that.
At Oregon Middle School, it's a steady stream of learning about energy.
Environments that allow the kids to connect more meaning to those words and deepen their understanding of the concept energy.
Chris Mitchell and Nate Marr are getting students to rethink the whole concept.
Heat as a verb instead of a noun. So we're really intentional about the way we use words.
Energy is everything. Someone much brighter than myself once said that I don't know what energy is, but I know what it does. How fast will they be heating up, and then how fast will they be cooling down?
Today, Chris and Nate are teaching about the transfer of energy, and their work is getting noticed. The Wisconsin K-12 Energy Education Program and Alliant Energy selected Marr and Mitchell as 2021 Energy Educators of the Year.
There's a lot of stuff that he talks about that you wouldn't expect to hear in science class, but it's really interesting how he kind of like ties it all together.
Nate also played a part in implementing energy-saving technology for the middle school, including solar. This panel here powers a battery that students and teachers can use to charge their phones and Chromebooks. The Oregon School District has made some big investments in green tech. The new $47 million Forest Edge Elementary is the first net zero energy school in the state.
The hope is it's basically trying to instill hope in people so that they understand there are solutions. There's no technology that needs to be created.
A project that's already paid off. After its first year of operation, the school produced as much energy as it consumed. Concepts that will pay off for our planet.
That's why I'm hopeful for the future, because we have outstanding students. They come in and they work hard every day. We work hard every day, and we're looking to achieve excellence through hard work.
Now, Chris and Nate put it like this. They're giving students the building blocks to become critical thinkers so those kids can tackle issues like climate change.
6:37 now. We are continuing our Call for Action week with a success story and a lesson for anyone looking to get home improvement work done. Last half hour, you met Annalise Cannon from Cambridge. She's out $5,000 after booking Ideal Fence of Madison, paying the deposit, then ultimately losing communication with the company. 8 months later, she's still without a fence.
My husband and I have both had periods where we just feel like breaking down.
I'm still in the recuperating stage, but I'm out there trying to do the best I can, I guess.
That right there is the company's owner, Scott Bronson. We tracked him down and asked him why he left Annalise and many other customers hanging. Mr. Bronson says he contracted COVID-19 and spent 8 weeks in the hospital this summer, unable to get in touch with his customers. Tomorrow morning, we are answering Annalise's call for action, and we're sharing some words of advice before you book your next home improvement project with any contractors. And a reminder, all week during Call for Action Week, we would love for you to join our team. If you have any interest in helping out your community, taking action on their behalf, here's how you can get involved. You can call that toll-free number on your screen or head on over to channel3000.com/CFA volunteer. All right, so this time of year can be really exciting, full of parties, reconnecting with friends and family, and a certain joy that just comes with the holidays.
Yeah, it could also be a time of stress, though, anxiety, in a sense that the holiday has to be perfect. Well, to help manage some of those negative feelings, McKenna Alexander's joining us here with some expert advice. Good morning, McKenna.
Good morning, you two. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health, 64% of people who struggle with mental health report that holidays can just make conditions worse. So counselors say it's normal to feel overwhelmed and down during this season, but note if these feelings stick around past the holidays, then it may be time to get additional help.
If you are noticing that you're having feelings that are lingering for several weeks or the holidays have already passed, then it may be really helpful to talk with someone. So you shouldn't be afraid to reach out and ask for help.
Dr. Brown adds, it's important to keep your expectations realistic and know that no holiday will ever be perfect. So embracing that fact can help heading into Christmas time. Now, another suggestion, don't feel like you need to commit to everything, whether it be parties, drinking, or eating. Overindulgence is common this time of year. So it's important to head into the holidays with a game plan.
Overindulgence, yeah, that's one way to put it. Just eating everything in sight, because there's so much stuff around too. I know, but seriously, we got to keep that stuff in check. It's easy to get carried away with how much stuff your family's committed to during the holiday season, especially.
Especially with those Oreos and wine combos going around. Boy, a lot of options out there.
All right, McKenna Alexander, thanks a lot. 6:40 now outside this morning. Chilly start to your Wednesday. Our traffic cam's back up. Look at that. Nice shot looking towards downtown. We have a couple alert days added to the forecast. We're going to get the latest track on your chance for snow this weekend.
And monarch butterflies that left the state months ago just now arriving in their winter homes. A video you have to see up next.
And in the 608, we're meeting the man inspiring positivity in the community through natural art.
Your place, your club, your gateway to experience the best the city has to offer. Are you ready to experience life at the Madison Club? Join now for only $100 a month. Call or visit MadisonClub.org to join today.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? And who decides what's right? Is it right for an insurance adjuster to try to get you to settle for less than you deserve? Is it right to let victims struggle to pay their medical bills? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. It means doing what's right for you. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
When searching for your dream home, it's important to figure out what style of home you like. Victorian, cottage, Tudor. It's also important to protect your home and all the dreams that come with it. When looking for your dream home, keep in mind good things come in pairs, like dual sinks, Jonathan and me.
And pairing your home and auto insurance, which can get you one step closer to achieving your dream.
Pretty sure people call it bundling.
Bundle your home and auto insurance and save up to 28%.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Your place, your club, your gateway to experience the best the city has to offer. Are you ready to experience life at the Madison Club? Join now for only $100 a month. Call or visit MadisonClub.org to join today.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
Hi, I'm Dave from Wyoming Township across the river. Go ahead, Chris. Plan my day.
I like it. We're going to do just that, Dave. Today, we're going to see more of that sunshine out there, but we stay colder. Temperatures don't get out of the 20s moving into this afternoon. Now, we'll still top out into the upper 20s, but it's going to take us a moment to get there. Some light snow moving out of the picture this morning. More sunshine filters in behind that, but I'm paying attention to what's moving in out of Canada. This is going to lead to another chance for some snow out there tomorrow. 19 for us right now. Let's put things into motion over the next 12 hours, and it takes us until 3 o'clock to warm up towards 28 for your afternoon high. Here's your system moving in for Thursday, and then all attention begins to turn to that weekend winter storm that's going to be impacting us here into the upper Midwest. Dave, I'm alert days for Friday into Saturday. Not sure if you have any plans going on, but pay very close attention to that forecast Friday into Saturday. And for everyone else, oh my gosh, this is the weekend to do it. I said I wanted someone to send a video of them making a snow angel and saying, hey, Chris, plan my day. And we will finally have enough snow for some folks to do that this weekend. So make your Plan My Day videos with snow angels this weekend and send those in to tips@channel3000.com.
Yeah, especially in our communities on the northern part of our viewing area, they could get a bit more. You could make a nice snow angel or some snowmen.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Love it.
Right. Thanks, Chris. In the 608 this morning, an area community is inspiring others through natural art.
Yeah, Josh Sprider here now with that story out of my neck of the woods. Josh?
Hey guys, good morning. The Platteville Community Arboretum recently installed 4 pieces of natural art along the David Canny Roundtree Branch Trail. And this morning, we're meeting the artists behind the project.
My work has transitioned into this sort of new, more sculptural work, but it's always been part of who I am.
Bill Mitchell is an artist, landscape designer, and woodworker out of Lancaster. His art is focused on site-specific installations with natural materials in the landscape. You'll see that in the pieces on the 3-mile paved and lit trail along the Platteville River.
My work uses a lot of times just natural materials I find in the landscape. Very simple, familiar materials. They're not fussy in that regard, and with that, I can get to the meaning of the work a little closer without getting distracted by, sort of fancy techniques and fancy materials.
From 4,200 stones drilled with diamond-tipped bits by hand and washed before being strung on the cables. Then there's the farm report. Standing on each side are columns supporting structures of agriculture that are markers of time, technology, culture, place, and process. Funnel Vision, made of red cedar and black locust, offers a different perspective and viewpoint. And last but not least, the CRISPR, which is about the intersection of technology and nature.
And to see people respond to it who might not normally engage with art is pretty cool.
So the Platteville Community Arboretum is the organization that maintains the trail, and the art project was a partnership with Inspiring Community, Inc. To learn more about the artist, Bill Mitchell, or details on the art of the PCA itself, you can go to the story on the Channel 3000 mobile app this morning. Pretty cool, guys. Something to see, and it's just awesome. You're walking along the trail, and it just kind of pops up there on both sides as you're going along. So it's just kind of cool to see that, especially with the seasonal change. Pretty easy to check it out right now.
Yeah, that trail is just beautiful. We were planning on stopping there for wedding photos as we We headed from Highland to Dubuque, where our reception was, and we ran out of time, but my mom was really hoping we could get down there. My family's a big fan of this trail.
It's so picturesque. I think that's what's so cool is you have the river obviously there, but it's just beautiful with the trees and just the landscape. Definitely something to check out right there in Platteville.
Worth a trip.
And those pieces of art are going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Until they just disintegrate back into nature.
All the natural materials.
Natural, yeah.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him. It's in the608@WISC-TV.com.
Here's another neat sight. Monarch butterflies that leave Wisconsin in the winter for the warmth of Mexico are now just finishing their 2,000-mile journey. Take a look. Millions of butterflies have descended on their sanctuary in the central Mexican state of Michoacan. It's an annual spectacle that draws tourists, scientists, and locals alike. All these butterflies consolidate in the 30,000-acre reserve every December.
Cool. Hey, after more than 70 years, two women living in different states just found out they're sisters. Now they're meeting for the first time.
You do look like me. I do? Yes. I can't believe how much you look like Mom. Your mom? Yeah. Our mom. Our mom. Our mom. I can't quit staring at you.
Could you imagine? So the long-lost sisters found each other by a perfect accident with Hoffman and Harriet Carter here, both signing up for Ancestry.com. Carter was given up for adoption at birth when her parents were 18. Their parents both died decades ago, and they took the secret with them. So science and technology coming together to bring these sisters together.
That's an incredible story.
How about that?
Right ahead of the holidays. 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, Steve Bannon's contempt of Congress trial is now scheduled. We'll tell you when he'll be in court.
First, though, if you've got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, we would love to share their picture on TV and help them celebrate. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Keep your family warm this season with new winter boots. Rogan's has 20% off the best name brands for mom, dad, and the kids. Save on winter boots for the whole family from Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Menards has the tools you need to complete your projects, stocked and ready to go. Known for innovative designs and affordable prices, Works provides the power and ease you need to get the job done right. Like this Works 20-volt cordless drill and driver. They're lightweight and includes a lithium-ion battery and charger. This drill and driver kit is $69.99 after rebate. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
The holidays are doubly important this year, so make your celebrations doubly special with our award-winning cave-aged Maurice cheese. Pick and save. Hey, you're right, we can't stop now. Let's take the special up a level with fresh, never frozen prime beef. Still not special enough? Add some surf to that turf with our sustainably caught seafood. Turn your taste buds up to 11 and have a doubly special holiday with Pick and Save. Fresh for everyone.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
At the Burrish Group at UBS, we believe in empowering women to take control of their financial security with a team of female advisors who understand the needs and goals of women. We believe you can achieve anything you put your mind to and can help you stay ahead of life's expected and unexpected events. Give our team a call today to start the conversation.
The holidays brought a great gift this year. It's my Rogan's receipt. Next time, with the receipt, my purchase will be half price. Maybe some new boots.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
6:53, time for the morning spring.
As more Omicron variant cases are detected in the U.S., Dr. Anthony Fauci says symptoms reported so far don't seem severe, while he stresses it's too early to draw any conclusions. In Wisconsin, no vacancy is what some healthcare leaders across the state are saying 2 years into the pandemic as COVID patients crowd hospitals. Most are sick with the Delta variant.
Despite the cold weather, a handful of people still living at the homeless encampment at Rindell Park. Monday was supposed to be the deadline to close the site. Tomorrow, the city will start removing everything left behind. The city says they are offering housing options to everyone who's been staying there, but some living there are still waiting to find out where they can go.
2 people are in the hospital after a truck hit an Amish buggy in Monroe County. The incident happened just after 10 Sunday night on State Highway 71 near London Avenue. Both truck and buggy were traveling in the same lane. The 2 people were in the buggy. They had to go to the hospital. An 18-year-old woman is still in critical condition. A 20-year-old man has non-life-threatening injuries. The crash is still under investigation.
New this morning, 1 person is dead, another battling some pretty serious injuries. 2 others hurt as well, all in a car crash that happened last night before 9 p.m. I-90 westbound in Sauk County, right by the Wisconsin Dells is where it happened. As of right now, the roadway is still closed for the investigation. The crash involved a car and a couple of semis. Wisconsin Department of Transportation not yet releasing the name of the 61-year-old car passenger killed in the crash.
A trial date now set for former Trump advisor Steve Bannon. It will begin July 18th of next year. The case stems from his refusal to obey a subpoena by the House committee investigating the January 6 riots. Bannon, who has pleaded not guilty, had wanted the trial to start in October. Prosecutors had asked for an April date.
Today in a Minneapolis courtroom, a former police officer will stand trial for what happened during a traffic stop. It ended with the death of a young black man, Dante Wright. Kim Potter is charged with second-degree manslaughter and first-degree manslaughter for recklessly handling a firearm.
Overnight, the House passing a new bill to increase the debt ceiling. It goes to the Senate next, then Congress as a whole could vote on raising the debt limit. The bill would provide a one-time fast-track process for the Senate to raise that borrowing limit with a simple majority vote. That would allow Democrats to pass the bill without facing a Republican filibuster.
Employees at 4 Kellogg cereal plants have rejected a tentative labor deal. This continues their 2-month-long strike at the company. The union representing the workers didn't say how many voted against the deal, but said the rejection was overwhelming. It's one of several unions demanding more from companies these days in a tight labor market.
We do have alert days in that forecast Friday night and into Saturday for accumulating snow, mainly impacting northern parts of our viewing area. Further towards the south, it's going to be rain, mix, and some snow. Well, we do have winter storm watches. Those are going to be in effect from Friday night into Saturday. I expect these to be expanded to the east throughout the day. Here comes that storm Friday afternoon, sticking with us into your Saturday morning. And the accumulations will be much higher further towards the north with an inch or 2 here in Madison.
Have a great day, folks. Thanks for joining us.